Let's bring in Mick Aussie right now. Mick Aussie, who was in attendance last night. Mick, I got to tell you, man, the fact that the Calgary Stampeders scored that late touchdown made me want to throw up. Dave, I had the under 52. Big money, Dave. Under 52 at a parlay. Okay. Bro, it was 45. What was it? It was 44-6. 45-6 or whatever. With like 40 seconds left, Dave. And Calgary deliberately scored. They got it to the one. They didn't take a knee. They scored to go up 52-6 or whatever. And not only that, they spiked the ball. And then their entire offensive line and everybody all ran into the VIP area and sat in the empty seats where the fans had left because it's a route, and all laid back, Dave, like this, and put their hands up with their feet up. And I said at the time I was on the air, I said, I'd throw an effing helmet at somebody. Like if I was on Edmonton, I'd be like, I would have ran into the stands and like attacked 7 of them at once. I wouldn't cared. I would have been like, this ain't happening, man. I would have like ripped someone's face mask and like started hitting people with helmets and stuff. That was an embarrassment last night, Mick. I don't want to pile on the team. The owner's a good guy and stuff, but you know what I'm going to pile on? Chris Jones. He sucks. He should be fired. I'd rather you coaching that team than that guy.
Well, his defense did well against the Tiger Cats the week before, and the Canadian quarterback Trey Ford started quite nicely, but when he was injured and Arbuckle came in, and then the storm came, and they absolutely got murdered after the storm. But hey, I still had fun, but very, very disappointing because the Elks are doing a lot of great stuff off the field, but they got to perform on the field. That's where you get the extra 5 or 10,000 people there. You got to perform on the field no matter what you do off the field. We all know that.
So, Dave, they've lost 59-15 and 49-6. But they also won 29-25, and they lost 30-23. I feel Hamilton. Yeah. Painful. All right, Mick, what's your pick for tonight? What's the new point spread here? This is getting crazy with this number. It was down to 3. Like this number started at like 9, 10 earlier in the week, actually. What is it now? Ottawa's getting 4. All right, it went to 3.5. It's up to 4. Saskatchewan -4 right now. 46.5. The East and West guys in the CFL have played each other 12 times this year. The West is 11-1 straight up. Wow. And, Dave, 8-4 against the spread. The West, like, kills the East all the time in the CFL. Like it is. Like, it's 11-1 straight up, guys. The only win was the Montreal Alouettes.
So Saskatchewan is to play? Or what here, man?
This is the only East-West, yeah. So Team Red is East, Team Green is East, and the Rough Riders are the Western team. This is the only chance you can. It's 11-1, Dave. What's your pick, Mick?
Yeah, I do. I like the Riders at home. I like the RedBlacks quarterback, Masoli. I think the Tiger Cats might have wished they kept him instead of Dane Evans. I like the coach, Paul LaPolice, at the RedBlacks. But no, the Riders at home. They are 3-1. The RedBlacks are 0-3. I'm not worried about the -4. I think they'll win by a touchdown or more at home. The Watermelon Heads, I don't like them. But yeah, I've got to take the Riders tonight.
What about tomorrow? Winnipeg Blue Bombers and the BC Lions. Big game tomorrow night on ESPN News, 7 o'clock Eastern time. 2 undefeated teams. BC Lions, 3.5-point favorites against the 2-time defending Grey Cup champions that they never lose. Yet here they are getting 3.5 points. Who are you taking, Mick?
Yeah, both teams undefeated. I do like the Lions. Maybe it will be close, but take the Lions on the money line, I believe. High scoring. I take the over as well. The BC Lions offense has been on fire, but hey, the Bombers, the reigning Grey Cup champions, they still got a good quarterback, and they got the former New Orleans Saints, Adam Bighill. He is still a star on defense. But hey, I'm hoping the Lions, and at home, got to go with the home field advantage, but could be an absolute close game and a ripper, and I'll be watching with a lot of interest on that one.
I like that, a ripper. That's what a great game in Australia is going to be, Dave. It's a ripper.
I like it. I don't
want to know what a flogger is. We won't ask that. A flogger. He's a flogger. All right.
Let that one go.
Yeah. Speaking of which, what about
Dubsy knows.
Kyrgios? So yeah, I asked Dubsy. So are you cheering for? I know you don't like Kyrgios. So look, Mickey, he's got your tennis racket out. Look, he's ready to go.
Oh man,
mate, I have got the white shirt on Wimbledon. I got the tennis racket, and I would have loved to have replaced Rafael Nadal, and I would have given it back to him verbally on every time he made a slight mouthing off. I can't stand the flogger. He's a disgrace, and Dubsy's right. Most people in Australia don't like him, especially the older people that respect the game of tennis. The younger kids think he's funny, whatever. If he used his brain, like I said, he would have won a major by now. At least now I notice that he's taken a little bit of extra time in between serving, so he's starting to think a little bit. But for years, he just rushed into his serve. He wouldn't even think where he's going to hit it. But hey, what ability he does have. Probably the best serve on the circuit, and Djokovic, what a great serve as well. I don't like either of them, but I'll be watching. But no, I just can't. I can't ever support Kyrgios. He has to behave himself for 1 year. 1 year
what about
he has
you, Dave?
to behave himself before I'll forgive him.
What do you think of Kyrgios? Does he bother you, or are you new school, old school with this guy?
I'm okay. Like, I'm okay with the whole showmanship thing, but I think he goes too far a lot of times. Like it just becomes annoying. They need something, and they need a villain, and he's playing the role perfectly. That being,
I think you're right about that. You know what my deal is? He gets too mean spirited sometimes with people.
Right. He just takes it too.
I think you're right. Like the showman, and all right, I got an edge and stuff. But yeah, you know, the other day with the Sipidus there calling him, a wuss and this and that.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, the spitting at I didn't like the spitting thing earlier, Mick. That was too much. It's like, bro, the fan said to you, nice return. He returned a serve into the net, Dave, and a guy at Wimbledon, Wiley Britt, said, nice return. And he lost it. He said, what? Right? And then after when he won, he spit in the fan's direction.
Right.
And then, but the thing is, he was asked after, and he should have said, yeah, my emotions got the best of me. He goes, yeah, if anyone chirps me, they deserve to get spit on.
Right.
It's like, what dude?
No, you don't. Like, seriously.
You're at Wimbledon, bro. The queen is here and stuff. Like, you know what I mean? Like, come on. And I'm with you, Nick. I blame him. I think he spilt the water and Jeannie Bouchard slipped, and she was never the same again after.
True.
We're rolling along here. The Raging Redhead Cam Stewart's losing it here. Said it's going on until Monday. If that's the case, I got to bring all my stuff and find a place to do the show on Monday.
Oh, boy.
I was going to tell Cam today, but he would have lost it. I was going to tell him. I was going to say, just go rent a hotel room, do the show out of the room. Yeah, you know what his response? I'm not spending $2. You want me to go rent that effing room, spend $200. Because he knew in the morning. I'm like, I don't know, find somewhere else to do the show from at this point. But nah, just surrender. There's nothing you can do. Okay, Mick, what's the AFL best bets tonight? We use this term loosely. I'm starting to hate this league.
Well, there's 4 games, but we were just talking, Dave, mate. I had the Swans, and you put your first bet ever. They were up early against the Bombers, and then they lost. So here you go. I'll whack myself in the head because I'm an idiot telling you to go the Swans, but that's double.
I lost $200. I put a $200 parlay in on that.
I lost.
You know what, though? Yeah, but the only thing is, Dave, we couldn't be too mad. Hamilton lost too. We lost them both. So,
well, I had the Astros, so I canceled it out. So I was like, I won the baseball first, so my account was up, and then I went to sleep. I couldn't stay awake to watch the results because it's late. So
Dave, we usually win. I'm sorry, that didn't. It's just one of those weird.
No, I know.
Listen, you know what I mean?
I understand the gambling, but I was like, I was expecting 100 more to be in my account when I woke up, and I was like, damn it, one of those lost. The minus 250 or the minus 500.
I lost $2,800 on that football game.
The Canadian football game?
Yeah. I'm still unhappy about it. It's been 7 days. It still bothers me. It's been 7 days ago. Dave, and on Monday night, you missed it.
To get over that. Seriously.
Normally 20 seconds for me. But it just bothers me because on Monday night, the the CFL, there's a rare Monday night on the 4th of July. I bet the under 44.5. You can't buy a half point in the CFL. The only way you do it. So it's 44.5. They got 23-22 final score.
No.
Yeah, and it was the last drive that they got there. Yeah, so I lost by half a point. Then last night I have under 52, thousands of dollars about to come back to me, and Calgary scored touchdown, up 47 points. Yeah, they're up 47 points. They decided to score a touchdown with 10 seconds left, and then celebrate like they won the Super Bowl after. Like I was like, I'm just staring at the screen. And so last one. I don't call them bad beats. It's just it is what it is.
No.
All right, Mick, you better not be wrong this week. Here you go.
Wow, that's a lot of pressure right there, Mick. Don't mess this up.
Well, I know you love the Friday night games time, so there is 4 games on tonight. The Magpies will smash the rotten Kangaroos. They're terrible, but the best bet
there's no guarantees.
Probably...
You know, you sound like Berman. You just you're right. The Roos do suck. Holy crap! This is one of the biggest money lines I've ever seen.
Yeah, no, they're terrible.
I've never seen.
They're going to move them to Tasmania, maybe.
Verify. The Collingwood Magpies are 334 to 1 on the money line.
What?
Yeah, I'm dead serious. You bet
FanDuel
$334.
I don't even have it. It says 53.5 is my only option. I have to lay 53.5. The hell
are they going to cover,
that?
Mick? They're going to cover?
They should. North Melbourne's one of the worst teams in the history of the AFL. It's half the kids playing. There'd probably be 200 players in the country leagues and the other leagues in Australia better. But that's what happens when you draft them young and get them in the system. Some of them are just no good.
Well, last week they lost. Remember we talked about this game, Dave. Geelong, the Geelong Cats.
Yeah.
Geelong beat North Melbourne 144 to 32.
Oh my goodness!
Well, they beat them by 112 points. Yeah. All right. The week before, your Adelaide Crows, who aren't very good, beat them 115 to 58. All right, so they're not covering. Great Western Sydney beat them 102 to 53. Gold Coast beat them 109 to 47. St. Kilda beat them by 53, 103 to 50. That seems to be the common pattern here. They seem to lose by about 50 or so.
Right.
The numbers seem sharp at 53.5.
Minus 53.5. I might have to do it. But the rest of the games, Mick, they're pick 'em. I got minus 110 on both sides. I got minus 115, 105 on the other game. And then the other game is tomorrow.
Yeah, you're right.
40 plus 200.
Yeah, Gold Coast and Richmond and St. Kilda and Fremantle basically pick 'ems. Mick, who you got here?
Yeah, it is a tough night. I have gone for the Suns just because I don't like the Tigers, but they're at home, and Dusty Martin, the champ, the tattooed man, is out for the Tigers. Very close one, tough one. I went Suns just, and I've gone the Dockers against the Saints, even though it's at Saints in Melbourne. They're on fire. They're playing very well. But the Saints had a big win last week, so that is an absolutely tough one as well. But the game of the night is the Port Adelaide Power Pap Smears to beat the GWS Giants. I think take them on 1-39, and that's the 4 games right through to about 6 a.m. in USA and Canada.
Mick Aussie with us. Good stuff, Mick. So before we get you out of here, congratulations, Mick. So what's this? You going to do a weekly video for the Edmonton Elks? I noticed earlier, when we were bashing the Elks, Mick didn't jump in. I remembered he does videos for them. Say, the views of me and Chris Jones sucking are not of Mick Aussie. Not Mick Aussie's view. Yeah. Say, you doing it next week too, Mick? You doing a weekly video for them?
Yeah, the thing is, spending money on the marketing, and the young lads in the office, they like my training camp videos, and they liked our segments here talking CFL. So, yep, every week for a few weeks. Hey, I love it. You know that. It was
that should mean money should come my way. I made you, right? Like you just admitted it. Right? Like, the money, it should be percentage. Hey, Dave, he just said, I use this show as a.
You got to pay homage. You always have to, wet the beak and keep it going.
I've out to the Elks,
more Canadian football more this season than I did in a decade. I bet it now every time. I just played that one tonight. I got Saskatchewan. Let's go.
I think you're onto something here. I think the number came down a little bit too much here tonight. For the record, North Melbourne 1-14 on the season. They've won once.
What?
Yeah,
That's it.
yeah. My West Coast Eagles, though, what a disgrace. 2-13. These guys were champions like 3-4 years ago.
And they're getting
2-13 right now. Yeah, pathetic. All right, Mick. Thanks. What are you doing this weekend, Mick? Big plans?
Oh, no, enjoying
watching
the
tennis?
Summer. Yeah, I'm going to go tennis, play some tennis, watch the tennis, bit of kayaking, hopefully might go for a run and watch the AFL and the CFL, of course. And your Eagles are a chance, mate.
Cash.
They might come good.
He doesn't even need cash, Gabe. He can go find something to do outdoors and everybody leave him alone.
Yeah, Mick, he's an adventurer.
No
you're not worried about debit cards not working. I Mick, bring cash if you go out for a beer, though. Just reminding you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bring cash. All right, good stuff, Tony Schiavone. Thanks, Mick.
All right, have a good weekend, guys. See you later.
It's Mick Aussie. Good stuff. Good stuff with Mick.